Do you struggle to know what to plant in your greenhouse and how many of each crop to grow the food that you actually want to eat? So with just a little bit of planning, your greenhouse food production can be reliable, delicious, and full of variety all year long. So today I'm going to show you the simple 3-step system that I use to plan food production for my winter, spring, summer, and fall. So when I grow in my greenhouse 365 days a year, I always have to think about what's growing where and when. So the system I use is a simple 3-crop rotation. All right, so each bed cycles through an early spring crop, a summer and fall crop, those are together the same crop, and then a winter greens crop. So let me give you an example using one of my beds. So in February, I plant snap peas, and this is my early spring crop, and they stay in that bed until April. And while those peas are growing, I've already started my tomato plants indoors in February. So in April, once the peas are finished, the tomatoes are transplanted into the bed, and they grow there through the summer and the fall, and this is all the way like into November. And then in September, I start lettuce seedlings. And then when I pull the tomatoes out, the lettuce seedlings are transplanted into the bed in November, and they'll grow through the winter until February when it's time to plant peas again. So by planning the entire year for each bed, I keep my greenhouse full, productive, and growing exactly what I want to eat. And usually what I do is just draw a simple map of my greenhouse every year. And for me, the 3 crops per bed per year is really the sweet spot. So once you understand the 3-crop rotation, the next step is to decide what to grow in each season. Like in the early spring, I grow greens and cool season crops like peas, radishes, salad turnips, some early carrots. In the summer and into the fall, I will grow my main warm weather crops such as tomatoes, squash, cucumbers, beans, broccoli, cabbage, melons, and sometimes pumpkins. And these will finish out in the fall, and then once the main warm weather crops are finished, I grow another greens, and I can also do some cold hardy vegetables again in the fall and the winter. So this rotation has worked incredibly well for me and keeps the food on my table all year round. So here's an example of a crop rotation that I can use for this new hoop house that we're in. All right, so bed 1, it'll go from peas to cucumbers to lettuce. And bed 2, I'll also grow peas, and then I'm going to go to tomatoes and then lettuce. In bed 3, I'm going to go peas, tomatoes, and then what I call TMJ, which is Tokyo, mustards, and Joy Choy. So these are all crops that I don't need a whole lot of, so I'm going to put all 3 in one bed. All right, bed number 4 is lettuce to summer squash to spinach. Bed number 5, I will grow half radish, half turnip in the bed. And then when those are done, then I'm going to plant it in bush green beans. And then I'll go into spinach into the late fall and winter. Bed number 6 is carrots to beans to lettuce. Bed number 7 is lettuce to carrots to chard. So this is a summer crop of carrots in here. Bed number 8 is broccoli, and then broccoli, so it's not replanting the broccoli, but the broccoli will produce from early spring all the way until late fall. I'll use the sprouting broccoli. And so broccoli will be in the bed for the spring, the summer, the fall, and then when the broccoli's done, I'll pull it out and I'll put in some kale. And that's the 8 beds that'll be in this building. And then I have some room on the side if I want to play with some other plants and some containers. So now that we know what we want to grow, the final step is figuring out how much of each plant to grow. Now I grow for a 20-person CSA, so my numbers are larger than most home greenhouses, but the method is the same for everyone. So start by figuring out what you actually want to eat in a typical week. So for example, I harvest green beans fresh from June 1st to October 1st, and we eat about 1 pound per week. That means that I need to grow enough green bean plants to consistently harvest 1 pound per week. Now, if I want to preserve extra green beans, I need to plant some more. So if you'd like a detailed worksheet where you can plug in your favorite foods and then calculate how many plants or seeds you need, those charts are included in the High Performance Greenhouse eCourse. I'll put a link in the description below and you can go check out the eCourse. So one very important thing to remember is that winter plants grow about 3 times slower than summer plants do because of the short days and the cooler temperatures. So for example, in the summer I grow about 30 leaf lettuce plants so that I can harvest about 1 pound per week off of those 30 plants. And then in the winter I grow about 90 leaf lettuce plants to get the same weekly harvest. So I'll harvest from 30 plants the first week, and then the next week I'll harvest from 30 different plants, and then the final week, third week, I'll harvest from 30 different plants, and then I start the cycle all over again. So what that does is that gives the plants 3 weeks recovery time instead of 1 week like it is in the summer. And if I end up with extra, I can always share it with another family and give it away to my friends. So here's what you can do to get your plan started. So just grab a piece of paper, write down the foods that you want to grow and about how many times a week that you want to eat the vegetable and how much your family eats in one sitting. Next, place those crops in a 3-crop rotation for your greenhouse space. Then estimate how many plants of each you'll need. And you know, your first season will be mostly just an educated guess. And that's okay. If you take really good notes and follow a similar plan each year, you're going to quickly learn exactly how many of each plant that you need for each season. So if you'd like to learn more about building and operating and growing in a greenhouse, you can join our High Performance Greenhouse eCourse. I've included the link below and a coupon code in the description below. And if you want to grow strawberries in your winter greenhouse, you can enroll in the High Performance Strawberry eCourse. That link and a coupon code are in the description below as well. And if you're ready to get started right away, go ahead and check out our Hardy Greens seed kit on our website at thelivingfarm.org. There's also a link in the description below if you want to find the seeds. So in the next video, we'll learn how to create the best raised bed and container garden soil, the soil that the plants love and thrive in. You know, thanks for watching, and may your garden be easy, fun, productive, and always organic.